Drug testing. They are taking your DNA and they are not telling you. Introduction. Most people think when police ask for a mouth swab, it's just for drugs or alcohol. They think it's straightforward, routine, nothing to worry about. But that swab is full of your DNA. Every time they run that swab inside your cheek, they are collecting your full, unique genetic code, your biological identity, your bloodline, your entire blueprint. And far too often, they do not tell you that. They do not tell you that giving it is optional. They do not tell you that you have the right to say no. I also want to say this gently but clearly. So many of us get caught up in talking about what we think they might do. We sit in groups, we share stories, we build up all the things we believe are coming, all the things they are planning. And in all that talking and worrying, we miss the most important part. We miss the remedy that is already there. When we focus only on what they might do, we feed that fear and anger in ourselves. We give those ideas energy, and in a way, we help make them real. But the truth is, the law already provides what you need. The rules are already written. The protections are already there. You don't have to guess or fear. You just have to know what is already yours and stand on it. Under New Zealand law, specifically Sections 6 and 7 of the Criminal Investigations, Bodily Samples, Act 1995, if they are taking any sample that could reasonably contain DNA or genetic material, they are legally required to tell you clearly and explicitly that providing it is entirely optional, that you can refuse consent. Exactly what happens if you agree, and exactly what happens if you refuse. It does not matter what they call it. It does not matter if they say it's just for drugs, if it goes in your mouth, if it picks up your cells, the law applies. If they do not tell you these things, they are breaking their own law, and any consent you give without being properly informed is not real consent. Below is a formal notice you can use, handwritten is always best, to hold them to their own obligations while standing firm in your inherent rights. Notice: legal obligations and inherent rights. Criminal Investigations, Bodily Samples, Act 1995, Sections 6 and 7. Natural law. 2. Officer name, authority, agency. Take notice. You are requesting or proposing to take a bodily sample from me, including saliva, mouth swab, or any sample capable of yielding genetic material or DNA, whether stated to be for drug testing or any other purpose. Your obligation under Sections 6 and 7. Before obtaining any sample, you must clearly and explicitly inform me. 1. Providing this sample is entirely optional. 2. I may withhold or refuse consent absolutely. 3. This sample contains my full genetic identity and DNA, and any use, storage, or analysis of that DNA also requires my consent. 4. The full effect of giving consent and the full effect of refusing consent. You are not entitled to obtain, retain, store, or analyze my DNA or genetic material unless I have been fully informed of all these facts and have given explicit, knowing, and voluntary consent. My standing. I hold inherent rights under natural law over my own body, my genetic identity, and my person. No consent is given to any action beyond what is clearly disclosed and agreed. Any action taken without full compliance with Sections 6 and 7 is done without my consent and under protest. All liability, consequence, and legal responsibility for any breach rests fully and exclusively with you and your principal. I reserve all my rights, standing, and protections without exception. How I would approach this, Craig Ronald. This is how I would handle this and how I encourage you to stand too. Let them ask you first. Let them go through the process of requesting the swab or the sample. Pause and simply listen. Watch and see if they voluntarily tell you that giving it is optional. Watch if they explain your rights exactly as they are legally bound to do. If they do not tell you, then they have already broken their own law. That is their obligation, not yours. That is written into their own legislation. If they skip that step, downplay it, or hide it, you do not have to argue, you do not have to fight. You simply remind them you have a legal duty under Section 6 and 7 of the Criminal Investigations, Bodily Samples, Act 1995 to inform me that this is optional before you ask for it. You have not done that. Therefore, you have not upheld your own law, and I cannot give consent that is fully informed. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be difficult. You just have to hold them to the standard they themselves created. Conclusion. This is not about being difficult. This is not about avoiding responsibility. This is about knowing what is yours and knowing what they are legally bound to tell you. Your body, your genetic code, your DNA, that belongs to you. It does not belong to the state. It does not belong to a database. It does not belong to anyone unless you knowingly and freely give permission. Let us stop feeding the fear of what might happen and start using what is already here to protect us. The remedy is not hidden. It is right there in the law and in your natural right to your own being. Know your rights, hold your ground, and never give away your power without knowing exactly what you are giving. Final disclaimer and notice. Everything shared in this video is spoken by me, Craig Ronald. I have been asked to carry this message forward, and by doing so, I take full, complete liability for every word I have said. I stand fully behind everything shared here as true, aligned with observation, natural law, and the facts as I have come to know them. All my videos are available for fair use and may be shared or duplicated by anyone, including those with large followings, provided you keep my name, my voice, and my seal intact and unchanged. Nothing is to be altered, added, or removed. If what I share resonates with you, I would deeply appreciate your support for my YouTube channel, Holistic Evolution. Craig Ronald, 26/1/18,